We talking football, X's and O's. Let's go.
It's been on my mind for a good while. We've had the conversation on this week's versus battle. We are having the conversation. Who has the worst contract between Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson? And folks, I'm here to tell you that the Russell Wilson contract is worse than this Deshaun Watson contract. I don't care what the dude with the beard would tell you. Look, I know that it's all guaranteed money and whatnot, but there's no getting out of this contract with Russell Wilson either. And not only that, you have the chance, a little sliver of hope, maybe possibly with Watson, that this is still a good quarterback. But with Russell Wilson, not only are you dealing with a contract that's going to take you all the way to 2028, where you're averaging $48 million per season, where you gave him a $50 million signing bonus, so you're really just jabbing yourself beautifully in this contract situation. Not only is that, but you're getting a terrible, horrible, unbelievable, malarkey as can be, highway robbery quarterback play here. And I understand Deshaun Watson has not returned to top elite tier status yet, but there's
Well, you let me talk about Deshaun. I'll tell you. I'll tell the world why he don't deserve that money, and why
let's
and why it's terrible. Yeah.
let's see,
Well, yeah,
let's hear it
but yeah,
then. Let's hear a
let's hear about
little
how these folks who bought these Broncos, they got Walmart shutting down everywhere.
mm,
They done paid Russell Wilson so much money they got to close stores.
mm,
Goodness gracious. You want to just talk about dumpster fires, but ladies and gentlemen, the worst contract is clear. It's evident. It's Deshaun Watson's. If you talk about a man, not only a man who's probably a terrible person, but this is all allegations, who's allegedly a terrible person. You gave this man $45 million signing bonus guaranteed for
that
not
was
having proved anything, not having done anything, not even, I mean, even if you look at his Texans body of work, like, okay. And then not only that, you commit to a fully guaranteed contract where you're going to pay him just $2 million short of the worst quarterback you want to say in the NFL, when Russell Wilson. So he's getting 46 million a year until 2027. So I mean, uh, the Russell Wilson deal is bad, but this is worse because you're paying for a guy who didn't play, and when he did play, it was terrible. I swear Tyler Heineke would have won more games in Cleveland than Deshaun Watson did. Any of the quarterbacks they
mm,
had there, dude, it's
mm.
just this
I think
guy.
Jacoby Brissett was technically went into it
Yeah,
slightly
that's what I'm
differently.
saying. Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, but that's what I'm saying. Deshaun Watson, look, my man, I know you had tremendous upside when you first came out, but this is a long time ago now. The Deshaun Watson, like you ain't
Russell
heard his
Wilson was
name
good when Deshaun
once
Watson was
once
good.
once upon an age. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. But this don't it feel like that's been like 5 6 years ago? It feels. I know it hasn't been that long, but it
Mhm.
feels that way.
It
Deshaun,
does.
you're
Yeah.
nobody's considering you in the top anything.
I'm
You're
trying to
not a top
remember
10 quarterback.
the last elite Deshaun Watson play I remember just in my mind. You know what I mean? Like
That's what I'm saying.
phew, I feel like
That's
I've
what
won
I'm
so many
saying.
Super Bowls since then. I can't really remember.
Yeah, I can't
It's
remember.
just I just can't remember.
Oh, heavy as the head. I'm trying to tell you, dude.
Mm,
This deal is well, it's not uncharacteristic of Cleveland. It's the Cleveland type move. You pay a
yeah.
guy who hasn't done anything all the grip. This is the Peyton Hillis situation. This is the who was the other boy that went to the Browns get sold. OBJ got some money from 'em. They always go and get a guy, a big guy who's just a name, who's done some special things in the past just off of just moments. Like the dude, there's not one single season that Deshaun Watson had, and I just looked like, boy, he's a
Mm.
top tier quarterback right there. He's
But
gonna be.
you do get rid of Watson 1 year earlier. then
That's the only benefit.
yeah. And actually, I'm not sure because when I looked at it, I thought it was 26. So that would be like 2 years, but it might be 27. You might
Oh
be
no,
right.
no, it's 27.
It's
Yeah,
27. We'll go with your word. I
yeah.
believe you on oh
27. He should be unrestricted. Well, no. So I guess 6 is right there
okay, yeah,
technically.
to get them through
Yeah,
6 and then win
yeah,
7. Yeah, got you. And
yeah.
I think that's the same with what I'm thinking with 28. I think like he becomes available
Right.
and after that. And that 230 is fully guaranteed.
That's what I'm
And
saying. You can't get none of this money back.
yeah, because at least for the Broncos, it was 242, which is a little bit more, but it was only 161 guaranteed.
Man,
But
no.
I feel like
This is a
Watson,
$54 million cap hit every year, Mr.
who's
Casey.
who's, do you really feel like Watson's more capable of earning any bit of those money than compared to Wilson? So I feel like there's no chance Russell Wilson's earning a single dollar out of this
I'm to
contract.
the point where I'm willing to go on record say neither one of them can put on a
Mm,
performance that's worthy of that check they got.
mm,
And at least in Watson's case, I'll give him slightly more benefit of the doubt. I'll leave the door open for you. This could
he's
be a
younger
proven year for you.
because
Yeah,
he's younger,
come
right?
and show me that you're worth all this money they gave you. Because if you're gonna look anything like you look when you came back, like you looked out of shape, you didn't look like you've been
Mm,
getting ready to come back to play football.
yeah, this is a tough one, folks. We're gonna need your opinion. We're gonna need you guys to chime in, vote in the comments section. Tell us what you think. Um, who would you not want to get stuck with? What quarterback are you saying? God dang it,
God,
Bobby!
right? I was like,
Right?
God,
Like, what are we doing here? And I just in my bones, I feel like it's Russell Wilson. He's
dude,
just so
I know the
trash.
feeling, dude. Every time I think about this deal and I look at it, my stomach churns a little bit. Well,
Mm,
I'm like, bro, he ain't he did the same. He was doing the same thing I was doing, and then
yeah,
he just get up, get 230 million guaranteed off some stuff that he did back in the past. Like I said,
right,
he's not, and after all the surgeries and stuff like that, even rehabbing, like I said, sitting out, when you came back, you just didn't look good. The mechanics didn't look good.
right,
Like we didn't see none of the takeoff speed, Deshaun Watson. Like, where's the Clemson boy at? Where you at? Where's Deshaun Watson?
right. And you still got to deal with like the morality aspect of it too. Like,
Man,
at least with Russell Wilson, it's kind of like the church boy versus the
probably a
whatever,
terrible person. That's what I said.
right,
Probably
whatever
a
you want to
terrible
call him.
person.
Yeah, right. Like just a man with a fetish,
Allegedly. Right.
allegedly
Yeah.
with a
A man
fetish.
with taste.
Yeah,
We'll put it that way.
yeah,
Please
allegedly.
allow me to
Yeah,
introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. That's who he is. Pleased to meet you. You better be careful when you meet Deshaun Watson.
yeah. Mm,
Hmm.
mm. You think you could have found him just one nice one to take care of all of his massaging needs, but
Mm-mm.
apparently,
He's Chris Tucker and Rush Hour too. See, yeah, I
mm,
want this one. Ooh, gotta have her.
mm.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta have her because he said I hurt my neck and my back, so I'm gonna need a little more massage. So let me get them. So let me get them too. Like what? Oh no.
Oh, that is what he said too.
But I'm trying to tell
Both
you.
him and Deshaun Watson.
I'm trying. I'm trying to tell you that 46 million. He probably spent the good.
Mm,
I would say good
mm,
12 of that at the bathhouse. I'm
mm.
sure.
Well, it's got to be a tax write-off for trading purposes and support staff. So,
You would think so.
if you're going to dodge taxes, that is one way to do it. If
Right,
you got to look for your write-offs how you can, folks.
man. Or
And
you do the Ricky Williams, just like, yo,
yeah,
bro, I'm out. I'm in the mountains
right.
in a sleeping bag. Don't bother me.
Well, I think
Goodness
that's our
gracious.
versus battle for this week, and I was excited for this one. I know this one has been brewing in our minds for really since we brought up the versus battle.
Right.
So
It's
this one's,
Watson, folks.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's
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 Watson.
it's actually Russell Wilson because he is that garbage. But we'll
And
leave
if
it
and
up
if
to the
y'all and
voters.
in your comments, we'll leave it up to y'all. If y'all say both of them, I'm willing to take that answer.
Yeah,
I'm
that is a
willing to
valid.
take that.
That
That
is
is a
valid.
valid answer because they're both the worst two deals in the NFL right now, besides Aaron Rodgers' deal, because
Mm,
he's on that will they, won't they, or ain't that how they describe it?
right.
Yeah, tell me, dude, are you gonna kiss the girl or not, Aaron? Are you coming back? Are you going back to the woods to get high? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, if you want to get high, man, just go do it. You made enough money. They still think you one of the greats. You're fourth tier of all the good quarterbacks. I'll give you that. And that's plenty to be proud of. Ride to the sunset. Go get high, man. Do what you gotta do, but leave the game alone. If Tom's done, you should probably go head out too. I think it's time to head on out, Aaron.
Right.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right. So that gives us the versus battle for this week.